Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these feelings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest next on the cloud, hammer in the air. Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don Mega and off scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device, and the smoke full of steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about I tune in and tune the rest out. Don, you gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yes, you were on the air. Welcome back, my friends. This is Am I on the Air? And I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. It is season 15, episode 2, and tonight's show is titled Made in 2049. Now, it's been about a week and a half since we've done the last episode, so I do apologize. I'm coming at you live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in Tucson, Arizona on a Wednesday once again. October the 11th is when we're recording this live here at the RDR studios. And so I guess this actually makes it officially 2 full weeks now that I think about it. Our last episode was done on a Wednesday, kind of just by pure coincidence, which therefore, of course, put me in that odd spot where do I record a show on Sunday like I normally do, but then that screws up the listenership to the episode that only came out on Wednesday, right? It's only up for a couple days, and then a new episode comes out, and everybody always defaults over to the newest episode. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stretch it out to the following Sunday. Well, then when Sunday rolled around, we got news that the new Justice League trailer was dropping. We got news that the following Monday, it was going to be the Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer. And I said, all right, let's wait till Monday, and we'll record the show on Monday so we could talk about that stuff. Well, the Star Wars trailer didn't drop till about 8 o'clock at night, and then it was too late for me to record, which therefore threw it off again. And then I was like, man, now what do I do? Do I record on a Tuesday or Wednesday, or do I wait till the following Sunday? I know you guys are probably like, who gives a shit? Just give me a show. So I just decided, you know what? Now we got the time. Let's do it. We got 2 weeks worth of entertainment news and TV and movies to get to. Several movie reviews. Let's just do it tonight and bang it out. So here we are, October the 11th, and we're ready to rock. We got a lot of good stuff moving. Before we get to the movie reviews, I once again want to shout out my great partners, a really great app that's out there that I want you guys to check out if you haven't. It's called Stardust, and Stardust is available on Android. It's available on iOS. It's a movie and TV review app. So if you're somebody who loves to talk about movies and television shows and want to give a very quick 30-second review, Stardust is the app for you. And I highly recommend it to you guys just because, you know, you listen to this show's about an hour long. We talk about movies, and I try to keep it about a 5-minute segment. Doing it on Stardust pushes me to my bounds to try to get out a TV or movie review and explain everything I need to explain in literally 30 seconds or less. It's very hard to do. But it's a great format for me to get out very quick movie reviews to you guys and TV reviews in case, you know, if you follow my show and you like my taste and you say, you know what, I pretty much like whatever Don Mega suggests, follow me on Stardust. You can download the app, just search for Don Mega. I should even pop up as one of the most recommended people on the app for you guys. If you follow me, and I suggest follow me first, it really helps out my numbers on the back end for Stardust, you will see all my reviews. They just updated the app. You can actually leave comments now, which is actually pretty cool. You can favorite different things. You can show everybody in the world what are your favorite TV shows and movies, and really put some good content out there. But I really implore all my fans that listen to this show to download this app and follow me, because sometimes you might be running out the door and you're like, what movie should we see tonight? What did Don think about it? And this would be a quick way to just watch my real quick 30-second review. I'll always go in a little bit more elaborate on this podcast, but Stardust gives you that real quick, raw review. Usually I try to record right after I see something. And especially with TV, because you guys don't get a lot of that from me on TV here. I might tell you if something's good or not, but hearing it out on the show or on the app, I think would really help you guys out. So I say download Stardust. They're a new startup company as well that launched this app, and obviously the more downloads they get, the better off they are to help make this content better and help keep creating the app to be the best it could possibly be. So support it. We're all movie fans. We're all TV fans. That's why you listen to this podcast. Stardust is the perfect app for that. And it becomes very addicting. If you start putting up your own reviews on it, you'll be like, damn, that was fun. I think I want to do another one. And I tell you, man, I'll follow you back. I love following people on Stardust. So follow me. I'll follow you back. Let's make it a big community out there, all right? But if you download Stardust, just check out. I've been blowing it up, man. Reviews. Here's some of the stuff I have up on Stardust right now. Just in the last week or so. We got the season premiere of DC's Legends of Tomorrow, the season premiere of The Flash, the season premiere of Supergirl. Tonight I hope to see Arrow, and we'll get the season premiere of Arrow out there. Actually, Arrow might be tomorrow night on CW. I gotta double check. Season premiere of Blackish. Of course, all the movies we've seen, including some of the ones I'll talk about tonight. But fresh off the boat, the new X-Men TV series, The Gifted, Lucifer, Saturday Night Live, Hell's Kitchen, Star Trek Discovery, MacGyver, Superstore, The Last Man on Earth, Shark Tank, Hawaii Five-O, Young Sheldon, Gotham, This Is Us, The Inhumans, American Housewife, The Orville, Lethal Weapon, Scorpion, Goldbergs, Modern Family, Big Bang Theory, The Mayor, The Mick, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Me, Myself, and I, Kevin Can Wait, Ghosted, The Good Place, and a whole bunch more. And then on top of that, you can also do trailer reviews on this app, which is incredible. So you can check out my reviews for new trailers that have dropped for stuff like, obviously, the new Justice League trailer, the new Pacific Rim trailer, the new Star Wars trailer, of course, all up on Stardust. So please, once again, download the app, check it out, make sure you follow me, I'll follow you back. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Alright, so there's my plugs for Stardust out the way. Let's talk some movies, man. So we're going back, obviously, 2 weeks. So the first movie I'm going to review is American Made. This is the new Doug Liman movie, directed by Doug Liman, starring Tom Cruise. It's the true story of the drug dealing. If you've seen the Johnny Depp movie Blow, this reminds me a lot of Blow. It takes place in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. About a guy who is just a TWA, just American Airlines pilot, and he gets recruited by the CIA to help do a little gun running, and while he's down there, he gets recruited to do a little bit of drug running, and it's a really cool true story. I really, really enjoyed this movie. It's unfortunate it hasn't done better in the theater. This is a movie I think most of you will really, really like. I gave this one 3 out of 5 stars, and some of you might be saying, man, that's low. It's not meant to be low, it just is what it is. This is the kind of movie that I don't know how much the replay value will be great on it. 3 stars in my book is a good movie. 4 stars is awesome, and I don't really think it ever reached the awesome level, but it was super, super solid. If I like to give half stars more often, maybe American Made would be a 3.5 out of 5. But I really dug the hell out of it, and definitely if a true story kind of like this, drug running, gun running kind of thing is up your alley, then I think you should definitely check it out. I think you would really like it. Let's fast forward a week to this past weekend, and that, of course, brings us the review of Blade Runner 2049. This movie was really pretty fantastic. I loved it. We saw it in IMAX, and the biggest thing you can say about this movie is it's visually beautiful. The cinematography, the lighting, the sound, the score, outstanding. see it in IMAX if you possibly can. This is a true sequel to the original Blade Runner. This takes place 35 years later. This is continuing aspects of the story, but it tells its own kind of fresh story to where you can go into this without seeing the original Blade Runner and still be okay. Ryan Gosling is incredible in this film. Jared Leto's great. There's a female actress that is kind of one of the main villains besides Jared Leto. I forget her name, but she was outstanding in this movie. Lots of cool side characters. Harrison Ford was really good. I will say this, and I don't really consider this a spoiler, but I'm just giving you a heads up. Harrison Ford is not in this movie very much. He's all over the marketing, he's all over the trailers, he's all over the TV spots, but he is not in this movie very much. He doesn't show up, so let me just say, this movie is 2 hours and 44 minutes. He doesn't even show up to about the 2 hour mark. So you have 2 hours without him. And then when he does show up, you could probably put all his screen time together, and if it hits past 10 minutes, I'd be shocked. So don't go into it expecting a big Harrison Ford movie. This is Ryan Gosling's movie. Shout out to Dave Bautista, who makes a nice little cameo in the beginning of the film. It's just a really good movie. Sad to see also its performance at the box office. It is number one, but for a movie that was estimated to make about 45 to 60 mil in its opening weekend, it only made 31. So that's very, very poor. It's about a $180 million movie to make. And at this pace, it will not make its money back, and that's unfortunate. But I would not be shocked if you see, it up for an Oscar for Best Cinematography, maybe Best Directing, maybe even Ryan Gosling for Best Actor. This movie definitely has awards potential, so we'll see how it plays out. In the scale, though, I would give Blade Runner 2049 4 out of 5 stars. The reason I give it 4 out of 5 is it is too damn long. It is almost 3 hours long. What I will say for the time is that it never really felt almost 3 hours long to me. I don't ever feel like I was glancing at my watch and being like, oh my god, come on. But there was stuff that they could have cut out and tightened the movie up a bit, and it would have probably made it a better film overall. But it's pretty damn flawless for what they intended to do. My hat is off to Denis Villeneuve, who directed it. He did a great job, and I really appreciated the film. Like I said, check it out on IMAX if possible. 4 out of 5 stars. So there's your two big movie reviews of the week: American Made and Blade Runner 2049. I did get to see a couple other movies I want to really quick touch on. Up first is a brand new straight-to-VOD movie, which really sucks that this is and didn't get a theatrical release because I think it deserves it. It's a new action comedy called Killing-Gunther. This movie is awesome. It's a mockumentary-style film that takes place filming a group of assassins that are trying to kill another assassin named Gunther. But Gunther is the best, and he takes all the jobs, he gets all the money, and they don't like him. So they're trying to kill him so then they could rule basically the assassin underground, right? You have people like Taron Killam from SNL, who actually wrote and directed this movie, Kobe Smulders from How I Met Your Mother, Bobby Moynihan from SNL, and several other people you'll notice. The chick from New Girl, who was awesome in this, I forget her name, I apologize. Lots of great people. The funny twist in this is that Gunther, the guy they're going after the whole time, is played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Arnold is fantastic in this movie. He is so funny. I want him to do more comedy. If you watch this movie, listen through the end credits. There's a section of the movie where he talks about being a country music star, and he actually recorded a country song for this movie, and they play it through the credits, and it's one of the most hilarious things you'll ever hear. For being a straight-to-VOD movie, I had a blast with this thing. I will probably buy this on Blu-ray or Vudu if I get my hands on it. I just rented it, I checked it out, and I'm glad I did. Kind of how I said Harrison Ford's not in Blade Runner very much. Arnold is really only in about the last 10 minutes of the movie. They are chasing him the entire film, so you don't get to see too much of him until the big twist at the end when he is exposed and comes out. So, but when he does, the movie goes from a 3 to a 10 right through the roof. It is so incredible. Arnold kills it. I recommend Killing-Gunther. If you like stupid comedies and you want to see Arnold just be hilarious, check out Killing-Gunther. You should really, really like it. The other movie I saw over the weekend was The Wall. This was a movie that came out in theaters back in May, and I ended up missing this one. Also directed by Doug Liman. It actually stars Aaron Taylor Johnson and John Cena, playing two Iraqi, they're in the Iraq War, they're playing snipers, and they're going to check something out, and John Cena gets shot, and Aaron Taylor Johnson goes to protect him. He gets shot too, and he's hiding behind a wall basically the whole movie, while this other Iraqi gets on his radar and gets on his walkie-talkie and is basically telling him, I'm gonna kill you, like, you know, you can only hide for so long behind this wall. It's one of these rare movies where literally the cast is 2 people, 3 if you count the voice on the radio. Those movies are hard to do sometimes, and I thought they kept a good tension, they kept it rolling in a good way. I was interested pretty much the whole time. They kept the movie under an hour and a half, which is the smartest thing to do when you have such a limited space. But I really dug this film, so, you know, this is not something I'd say, oh my god, you have to see, or you have to run out and see, but if you get an opportunity at any point to watch The Wall, I think you should check it out. And lastly, I tried to watch 47 Meters Down. I got about 10 minutes into it, and I fell asleep. Now, I did start the movie at about 1:30 in the morning, so I don't know if I fell asleep because it sucked, or just because I was tired. So I will try to watch 47 Meters Down on another time and place, and hopefully have a better review for you. But at this point, I fell asleep and I don't remember what the hell happened. I woke up at different points throughout the movie and I just kept seeing the cage on the ground and Mandy Moore screaming. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. But that's just a couple extra movies I checked out over the weekend I wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up about. Definitely check out Killing-Gunther, alright? So, with that all being said and out the way, let's segue into our news of the last couple weeks. You know what? Let me change format again. Sorry, don't mean to swerve you. But let's talk a couple trailers, because that was the big holdup for the show this week. On Sunday, New York Comic-Con premiered the brand new and supposedly latest trailer for the Justice League. Final trailer for the Justice League. Movie comes out next month. I was so excited for this. As everybody knows who listens to this show, Justice League is my most anticipated film of the year. So excited for this thing. I love this trailer. They call this the Heroes trailer, and it plays "We Could Be Heroes," the song in the background. A little cheesy in an aspect, but it actually works really well with this trailer. And I gotta say, I thought for sure, I'm like, this is the last trailer, we're gonna see Superman, right? Well, the trailer starts off with Amy Adams, who of course plays Lois Lane, and she comes out and she's looking over the field in Smallville, and you see a figure out there in kind of the cornfield, and she gets closer and the camera pans up and it's Clark Kent is there, Henry Cavill, and he says, I take that as a yes. And she's like, what? And he's like, the ring, because remember he proposed at the end of Batman v Superman. Well, the proposal came after he had passed, unfortunately, spoiler alert. And so when he says the ring, it flashes back to Batman v Superman of her dropping the dirt into his grave, and then she wakes up and it was all a dream. And then we move on from the trailer there with Batman assembling the team. Lots of great action shots. The beginning part gave me chills, hearing the Man of Steel theme, seeing Henry Cavill finally presented in this movie, and then the sadness of it being a dream, and we're still aching with the fact that Clark and aka Superman is gone from this world at this point. Now, we all know Superman's in this film. I give Warner Brothers and DC a lot of credit for the way they did this trailer. By putting Clark in the beginning of it in just a dream sequence like that, really was a cool way to show he's there and not spoil his return as Superman in the movie. So I loved it. I thought the action scenes were great. Flash was great. Aquaman was great as always. Cyborg got some good moments in there. Wonder Woman looking just so proud and strong. And of course Ben Affleck killing it as Batman. This trailer was fantastic. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Remember, you can always go to amiontheair.com, click on the trailers tab, and check them all out. And of course our big trailer debut that came out yesterday. Monday. It was Monday night. During football, they premiered it October 9th. It was Star Wars The Last Jedi, the first official full-length trailer. this thing was pretty damn incredible as well. I think this trailer is swerving you all over the place. They make a lot of things look like certain ways, and I'm like, nope, it is not going down like that. They are trying to trick you. So watch that trailer and keep it in your mind. Are they trying to trick me on this? It's a beautiful trailer. You get to finally hear Luke talk. You get to see Rey with her lightsaber. You get to see Finn. You see Porgs. You see Kylo Ren. You see Snoke. All hell's breaking loose. This movie looks fantastic. I cannot wait for December. Tickets are on sale now. I already pre-purchased mine. I'm going to IMAX opening night. Let's do this. All right? Check that trailer out on our webpage if you haven't seen it yet either. All right? Now, with those two trailers out the way, let's segue over. Let's get through the news of the last couple weeks and get you caught up in the world of entertainment news. Talking about trailers once again, we have the green band and the red band trailer for Father Figures. This is the new comedy starring Owen Wilson and Ed Helms. And this movie was supposed to come out back in February. The movie was called Bastards at that time. They've renamed it now to Father Figures, and it comes out in December at this point. I think it's going to bomb. It looks okay. It's something I'd probably watch at home. I don't know if I'll run to the theater to see this one, but we will see. We have another new trailer for Darkest Hour, starring Gary Oldman. We have the official launch trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2, of course, coming to video game consoles next year, which looks really, really good, by the way. Disney Channel is working on a Hocus Pocus remake. Very interesting there. Flight of the Navigator, man. I remember this movie when I was a little kid. They're going to reboot it. And Joe Henderson, who is the showrunner for Lucifer over on the Fox network, is going to pen the script for the new reboot. I love Lucifer. I love Flight of the Navigator. I'd be very stoked to see a reboot of this one here. We have your first look at the trailer for Marvel's The Runaways. This is a new Marvel show that's actually coming to Hulu next month in November. So keep your eye out on this one. I thought the trailer was just okay, but I'll definitely check it out just because I'm a Marvel whore like that. Liam Neeson, who said he retired from action movies a couple weeks ago, now comes out and says, I'm unretired. Yes, he says, I'm going to be doing action movies until they bury me in the ground. So good to hear that Liam Neeson has unretired himself from action movies. Let's see. Justin Timberlake might headline the 2018 Super Bowl halftime show. We'll have to wait and see on that one there. Congratulations to It. The It movie has officially passed the $600 million mark worldwide. It's made $300 million in the U.S. and $300 million overseas, making it over $600 million on a $35 million budget. Congratulations to It. That is pretty damn incredible. Remember that movie The Nice Guys that came out a couple years ago with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling? Well, supposedly they are working on a female reboot called The Nice Girls, and it's going to be coming to TV supposedly over on the Fox network. Okay. Tom Hanks is set to star in a David S. Pumpkins animated SNL special. Netflix's Stranger Things will likely go beyond 4 seasons, says the producers and everybody that's involved. Of course, because why wouldn't they? Speaking of female reboots, Fox is also looking to channel a female-led Kung Fu series reboot that'll be set in the 1950s. Danny Elfman talks about scoring the Justice League movie. He says that he's going to be using the iconic John Williams Superman theme in a new, fun way. That gets me very, very excited because I love the Superman theme, and I would love when he makes his return to be with that iconic theme song. That would be so amazing. I would love that. Alrighty, so let's see here. So there was this rumor that came out that Disney reportedly refused to let ABC cancel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know how much to believe about this. I hate reporting in rumors, so I'm just going to leave this one the way it is. I feel like if it wasn't making ratings and they wanted to cancel it, I don't know why ABC or Disney would have forced it upon them, but I'm excited because from what I hear from New York Comic Con, this new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. looks amazing. So I'm excited for it. Let's just keep on moving. NBC has renewed Marlin for season 2. Marlin. I will say this for Marlin. I watched the first episode and I was like, but then I continued to watch it because I'm a sucker like that. And it actually did get better. It's not the greatest. If it would have got canceled, I probably wouldn't have cared. But I'm kind of happy for it that it did. Hey, bless you. That it did get picked up for a second season. I think the show did start to find its footing, and it did have some pretty funny parts as it went on. Let's see here. Sex and the City 3 is not happening, says Sarah Jessica Parker. So there you have it. Lots of stuff's been going on with this in the last couple of weeks too. So we're just gonna let it lie. Amazon is developing a series based on Snow Crash, Lazarus, and Ringworld. I'm gonna leave that there for what it is. Let's see here. DC executives say that the solo films are going to feature less universe building. So this was a big thing that came out and actually we started to see some articles where people were way off base. A lot of people were saying, oh, DC's getting rid of the cinematic universe. They're not going to be a connected universe anymore. Blah, 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 blah. They never said that. The DC universe will remain connected. All they were saying is that they're going to focus in the individual movies. They will take place in the same world, but the Aquaman movie will be about Aquaman. The new Wonder Woman 2 will be about Wonder Woman. Batman about Batman. Superman about Superman. It's not about the bigger world out there, like what's going to lead to Justice League 2. They don't want to do what we do now has to pay off in 3 movies later. They want to focus on the movie that they're making. And I compliment them for that. I think that that's great. So we'll see where it goes, but let's just get the record straight when it comes down to all this. Kristen Stewart may be one of the newest Charlie's Angels. Yes, they're looking to reboot Charlie's Angels. It's coming out in 2019, and Kristen Stewart is one of the names being popped around. I don't know how I feel about that, man. I think she's a pretty poor choice for Charlie's Angels, but yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. Whatever. Going back to the DC world, Warner Brothers also confirmed that they will be having some standalone DC movies that will take place outside of the DCEU continuity. We talked about this before, how they're developing this Joker origin movie. Warner Brothers is going to start a separate label that's yet to be determined what the name is going to be, but they will be developing standalone DC movies that take place outside of the DC Extended Universe continuity. So they could do one-off Joker movies, one-off Batman movies, one-off whatever movies, but still have their connected universe on the side as well. So they are moving forward with the plans of that. Sony is looking to do a Men in Black spin-off. Yes, they've dated it for May 17th, 2019. And supposedly it will have nothing to do with Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones. It's going to be a spin-off, and they're just going to do something else in the Men in Black universe. So we don't know much else at this point, other than they have writers working on the script, and they're going forward with the spin-off. Lupita Nyong'o is another name that just popped up that might be another new Charlie's Angel, along with Kristen Stewart. All I'm going to say is I don't like the direction that this is going. I'm not feeling any of it so far. Arrow villain Prometheus is set to appear in the 4-way crossover that they'll be doing later this season. Josh Shigara, who played Prometheus in Arrow, is not returning. So who is under the mask? We will have to wait and see. Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan are officially the other 2 judges, joining Katy Perry in the new rebooted American Idol. So ABC is rebooting American Idol. We knew about Katy Perry a while ago, and they have confirmed Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan join her as the judges panel. Ryan Seacrest will return as well. DC Universe box set is coming out. It is 10 years, 30 movies, one box set. We have the trailer out right now for the DC Universe Original Movies 10th Anniversary box set, coming out on Blu-ray on November 7th. Pretty crazy, man. 10 years, 30 movies. That's a hell of a box set right there. Oh, boy. Lindsay Gort has been cast in DC's Titan series. No word yet on who she's playing. The Partner, that was the book written by John Grisham. It's set to become a series that will probably be over on the Fox network. Over on Blue Bloods, Amy Carlson is leaving the show after 7 seasons. And let's see here. I keep seeing her on my Stardust reactions. Let's see. Sorry, totally spaced out and lost my place. You know, a piece of news that came out last week was that Luc Besson had written a script for the sequel to Lucy, and that it might even be his next movie. But then Luc Besson came out and was like, no, that's not true, don't listen to it. But now rumors are popping up again that he is moving forward with the Lucy 2. So, honestly, guys, I don't know what the hell's going on with Lucy 2. It may or may not be coming, so I'll just throw that out there to you. SNL has returned for season 43, and the premiere had very strong ratings premiering, but it was short of last year's premiere. It was the second most watched premiere since 2010. I thought it was a pretty good season premiere. It had Ryan Gosling as the host, and it was pretty damn funny, especially the papyrus skit. That is awesome right there. Let's see. Congratulations to Will and Grace. Of course, that returned. I plan to check this out eventually. But it's topping the night, man, and it's doing very, very well. One of the biggest rated things for NBC that they got going right now. The Good Doctor has also opened very strong over there for CBS. And so has Young Sheldon, which I don't understand what they did with Young Sheldon. They launched it, and then it went off the air. It's going off the air for 2 months, and then it's going to be back in November. It was very weird the way that they set that one up. And kind of in no shocker, Inhumans finally made its debut over on ABC, and it's not doing very well. It's actually the lowest rated Marvel thing ever, and it's just dying over on Friday nights right now, so... I'm still watching it. It's on episode 3 now. It is what it is. Empire's still doing very good. Star is rising, and the newest show on that night is SEAL Team, which is getting the top audience that night. I know our boy Friggins, good listener of the show, he loves SEAL Team. He's been all about this show. I think it looks really good too. I just haven't had a chance to watch, so I'm glad to see it's actually doing pretty well. What's not doing well is The Mist over on Spike TV. That's been canceled after just 1 season. Congratulations to Young Sheldon, which after, like I said, just showing just a pilot and then being off the air till November, has already scored a full season pickup over on CBS. It is the most watched premiere of any network since 2001, so that's awesome. Congratulations to that. This Is Us is back, of course, one of the best shows on television, and it's killing in the ratings upon its return. Netflix is going to be doing a Marlon Wayans stand-up special coming soon next year. The show Fixer Upper is set to end after season 5 over on HGTV. In some sad news, Tom Petty passed away at the age of 66. So I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Tom Petty is a guy, I was never super into his music, but he's pretty iconic. He's been around my entire life, And definitely our thoughts and prayers to him and his family and friends. John Hamm is set to play the Archangel Gabriel in Neil Gaiman's new show, Good Omens, which should be really, really good. It's coming to Amazon at this point. There's a new Justice League book coming out that's called The Art of Justice League, and it looks really, really badass. So I definitely want to check that out once it's released. My girl, Alexandra Daddario. Definitely, if I had to pick probably one Hollywood starlet to be with me forever, it would be Alexandra Daddario. She's set to star in a new film called I Am Not a Bird. I Am Not a Bird. Yeah, it's going to be a dramatic thriller. I can't say I'll watch it, but I do love you, Alexander. Quentin Tarantino has confirmed that his 10th film will be his last. Netflix is set to co-finance the new Shaft movie and will actually distribute it internationally. So that's awesome. I'm looking forward to this new Shaft movie. I like that they're kind of keeping it in line with the family, man. We went from Uncle Shaft to Samuel L. Jackson Shaft to Shaft, the son of Shaft. What you doing? Shut your mouth, you bad mother. Shut your mouth. The new Shaft reboot will focus on Shaft's cyber expert son. Of course, they gotta be a cyber expert. M. Night Shyamalan's new film Glass has begun shooting. I'm looking very forward to this one. Of course, this is the sequel to Unbreakable and Split, so I can't wait to see how he puts this one together. Judy Greer is in talks to join the new Halloween reboot. She will play Karen Strode, the daughter of Jamie Lee Curtis's character. So that's pretty awesome right there. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie is racing to Paramount Pictures. They are moving forward with this one. I don't know why, but it is moving forward. Let's see. We have Amazon has a new show called Fearless, starring Helen McCrory and Sir Michael Gambon. It's coming to Amazon on October 27th. We have the first, it is the first official trailer for Paddington 2. Looks super cute. Check it out. Optimus Prime supposedly will appear in the new Bumblebee spinoff movie. Peter Cullen said he is coming back for it. I have a feeling it'll just be a voiceover, or we'll see Optimus maybe in the beginning of the film when Bumblebee is leaving Cybertron and coming to Earth, is what I'm guessing. I don't think it's going to be any major kind of role or anything. This is Bumblebee's movie. So in a bit of a weird coincidence, a couple weeks ago, Hugh Hefner passed away. And then literally a week later, we're finding out that Brett Ratner is set to direct a biopic film, and that Jared Leto might be playing Hugh Hefner in this biopic film. So pretty interesting casting. Jared Leto as Hugh Hefner. I don't quite see it, but Jared's great, and I'll take him in pretty much anything. I guess this has been in the works for a while. It just kind of seems, the timing just seems so, completely out of left field. Oh, Hugh's dead, let's do a biopic film. But this was in the works before he passed away, so I guess we'll get a full story now in the biopic film, right? Let's see here. Congratulations to The Gifted. The Gifted is the new X-Men show over on Fox. It debuted pretty strong and is doing pretty well a couple episodes in. I really like the show a lot. You can check out my Stardust for a full review. Futurama is coming to the Sci-Fi Channel on November 11th. We have the trailer for The Babysitter coming to Netflix. This looks batshit crazy. I love this thing. This is a new Netflix original movie. It's in a horror comedy kind of vein. It sounds silly on paper, but I watched this trailer and I was like, okay, I dig it. So there you go. Watch The Babysitter trailer. Connie Britton has been cast as the lead of the new Ryan Murphy drama. So she's coming back to the Ryan Murphy box. So congratulations to her. She's great too in pretty much everything she does. The TV show Major Crimes is going to be ending after its 6th season. I never watched any of the seasons, but it has been around a long time, so goodbye to Major Crimes. Tommy Lee Jones supposedly despised working with Jim Carrey on Batman Forever, which I find super funny. It's not even a big story, it's just something I wanted to drop because that's pretty hilarious. Bill Condon is still working on his Frankenstein remake, the Bride of Frakenstein remake. Supposedly it was supposed to start filming in February. It has now been pushed back. So they say they're reworking the script. And that's kind of where it leads off on that. So who knows, man? The Dark Universe is not off to a super start for Universal Pictures. They still want Angelina Jolie to play the Bride of Frankenstein, but he has said, Bill Condon has said, if she doesn't take it, he would love to bring on Wonder Woman herself, Gal Gadot, to maybe take up the role. So, hey, I'll take it either way. That new Ryan Murphy show that Connie Britton is joining has been officially titled 911. It'll be a new drama series, and they've also added Angela Bassett and Peter Cross to the show. Joachim, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right or not, but Joachim Ronin is set to direct Angelina Jolie in Maleficent 2. He, of course, directed this past summer's Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. So he is set to direct Angelina Jolie in Maleficent 2 for Disney. Congratulations to the new show, The Good Doctor. It has scored a full season order over on ABC. It's the most watched drama that has debuted this season. Jenny Slate is joining the Venom movie, so that's pretty awesome. I like Jenny Slate. She's funny as hell. Jonathan Levine's Flarsky, starring Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron, is coming in February of 2019. Kate Winslet is joining James Cameron again. She's reuniting with her Titanic director and joining up for the Avatar sequels. Yes, Kate Winslet joining Avatar. Pretty awesome. We don't have any word yet if her character is going to be like a Na'vi mocap or if she's going to play a human character. We have the first official trailer for Sleepwalker, which you can check out. Excuse me. Let's see here. We have the first official trailer for Wonder Wheel, which seems pretty interesting. Check that one out. Paulie Perrette is leaving NCIS after 15 seasons. Wow. Pretty incredible, man. What a run. Congratulations to her. The Atom is the latest character to join the Injustice 2 video game as DLC. We have the official plot summary for Pacific Rim Uprising, along with the brand new trailer that dropped, and it looks pretty fantastic. So, pretty excited about Pacific Rim Uprising. Even though I wasn't the biggest fan of the original Pacific Rim, I think they're heading in a really cool direction for the sequel. Despicable Me 3 is coming to digital and DVD. It arrives on digital November 21st. Arnold Schwarzenegger says that they're still looking to move forward with triplets. Remember the supposed sequel to Twins with him and Danny DeVito, but then they're going to add Eddie Murphy in and be triplets. I've always loved the sound of this name, but he talks about it all the time. Let's get going. I want to see triplets. BBC comedy series Ill Behavior is coming to Showtime. It's going to be a six-part comedy thriller starring Chris Gere, Lizzie Kaplan, and Tom Riley. I love me some Lizzie Kaplan, so let's do it. We got some really cool new Justice League posters up. We post them all up on our Facebook and Instagram pages, so check those out. A Bob's Burgers movie is coming to theaters in 2020. I don't get this show. This is a cartoon show on Fox. It's weird as hell, and I can't get into it. But Fox has officially announced that a Bob's Burgers movie will officially arrive in theaters on July 17th, 2020. Starz has given the green light to a new drama series called Sweet Bitter, based on a novel by S.M. Dandler. It'll be 6 half-hour episodes of the scripted drama. Universal Pictures has pushed back Fast and Furious 9 to the year 2020. They pushed it back a year to 2020. It was supposed to come out April 19th of 2019. It'll now come out Friday, April 10th, 2020. Now, when this was pushed back, we didn't know what to think. There's been some drama coming out because Tyrese has been like, pushing our movie back. This sucks. It's because of The Rock. He's too damn busy. Blah, 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 blah. Right? We found out the next day, after Universal pushed Fast 9 back a year, that it is because of The Rock, because they're moving forward with the spin-off film. The Rock's character, Hobbs, is going to team up with Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham. They were the best part about Fast and Furious 8, The Fate of the Furious. And they're doing the spin-off movie with those two. It'll come out in 2019, and then a year later, Fast and Furious 9 will come out in 2020. And Tyrese is not happy about it. I don't want to get into all the drama that surrounded it. Just look at Tyrese's Instagram, and you'll get filled in with the rest. He's not happy about The Rock getting his own spinoff. But it is what it is. I've been waiting for a Hobbs movie, man. Universal Pictures talked a year or two ago about moving into spinoffs and doing all these side projects outside of the main Fast and Furious films. It makes sense. The Rock's character is very popular. Let's do a side movie. And especially after Fate of Furious, when we saw the chemistry and how incredible Rock's and Jason Statham's chemistry was together, I want to see that movie. So we are going to begin that. We have the final trailer for Only the Brave. Looks very, very good. I can't wait to see this movie. Kate Micucci and Sam Huntington are going to star in Corpse Tub. It's a new comedy film that they're working on. Baby Driver's Ansel Elgort is in talks to lead a new Goldfinch film adaptation. Nicole Kidman has barded Karin Kusama's cop thriller called Destroyer. There's an upcoming Ghostbusters animated movie that they're saying will be shown from the point of view of the ghost. That's pretty interesting right there. Glad to hear Tom Cruise is back in action on the Mission Impossible 6 film set. Remember, he broke his ankle and he got hurt in that stunt about a month ago. So production got shut down, but he is back on set and ready to rock. Iron Fist has officially joined Luke Cage in Season 2. I'm excited about this. I always said they should have just skipped Iron Fist Season 2 and Luke Cage Season 2 and just did a Heroes for Hire season. But they went this way instead. We do know Finn Jones's Iron Fist is in the show. We don't know how many episodes or how big of his role will be, but at least we know we'll get some Iron Fist up in Luke Cage Season 2, which I really like. Freeform Network has renewed The Bold Type for 2 more seasons. Martin Campbell says he would consider directing another Bond movie once again after Daniel Craig leaves. We have the first official trailer for Hostel. Let's see here, sorry. We have the second official trailer for Molly's Game. I think this movie looks really, really good too. Jessica Chastain looks incredible in this film. Netflix is going to be raising its prices here pretty soon, so get ready for that. I think it's only going to go up a couple bucks, but get ready as it is coming very soon. We do have the first official trailer for Future Man. This is the new Hulu show that's executive produced by Seth Rogen, and it's an action comedy. It looks really, really good. It's in the vein of The Last Starfighter, if you remember that movie. They even make a joke about it. When I was watching the trailer, I was like, this is just like Last Starfighter, and then they make a joke about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm not far off here. Future Man looks really good. It comes out on Hulu next month. All episodes will actually be streaming at once, which is something Hulu doesn't do very often, so pretty cool. BBC has casted Emma Thompson and Anthony Hopkins for their new King Lear upcoming television movie based on Shakespeare. Black Lightning has just cast Grammy winner Jill Scott as the DC villain Lady Eve. Michael B. Jordan is going to be joining. He's got a superhero drama that Netflix has just ordered called Raising Dion. and he's going to be Michael B. Jordan is going to be executive producing, and he actually promoted this to Netflix, and Netflix said, "Yeah, we'll pick it up." He's going to have a very small role in it himself, but it's about a little kid who ends up having superpowers, and they got to, kind of look over him. They're raising Dion with his superpowers. It sounds pretty interesting, and I'll be looking forward to this one when it comes out. So good looking out. Michael B. Jordan is on a roll. Let's see. Kyle Killen is set to adapt Ed Brubaker's Velvet comic series as a new network first, coming to TV there. Natalia Khadorova Buckley is set to become a series regular on S.H.I.E.L.D. She plays Yo-Yo. I like this character. She's pretty cool. She's kind of like the Flash. She's been on and off the show for the past couple seasons. She will now be a series regular, which is pretty cool there. We have your first look at Hotel Transylvania 3. You can check out those pictures there. Sorry. Oh, man. We have all the Blade Runner 2049 prequel short films combined into one YouTube video for you guys to watch. If you haven't seen Blade Runner 2049 watch this prequel series here. First 3 prequel episodes are available together in one quick compilation for you to check out. We got an article up with Todd McFarlane talking about the Spawn reboot. He says they're going to start filming in February. Bruce Willis's new Death Wish reboot, which was supposed to come out in November, has now been delayed to March 2018. They're saying it's delayed because Bruce Willis is busy promoting something else, and Eli Roth is busy promoting something else, or he's directing something else. So March, their calendar is free to promote this film. So push back to March. I'm looking forward to this day. I'm a little bummed it's not coming out in November, but I can wait till March. Gore Verbinski is in talks to direct Channing Tatum in the Gambit movie. Finally, we're talking about Gambit again. We've been through several directors on this thing, but now the Pirates of the Caribbean and A Cure for Wellness director Gore Verbinski is in talks to take over Gambit. So we'll see where this officially goes. He'd be director number 3. Let's see. The Tick is now streaming season 1 over on Amazon, but I guess there's going to be a season 1 part 2 coming out on Amazon, and that will be hitting Amazon on February 2018. Game of Thrones season 8 will continue filming until summer of 2018. We have the first trailer for Replicas. It's a new Keanu Reeves sci-fi movie. Check that out. The new trailer for Mayhem, starring Steven Yeun from Walking Dead. Jackie Chan saying Rush Hour 4 is confirmed. I can't believe it, man. But he says they got a script. They're working together. They're just trying to get Chris Tucker to agree, and they'll be moving forward to Rush Hour 4. I never thought we'd be getting a 4th one. I'm excited, man. I'm a big fan of Rush Hour. I have the trilogy set on Blu-ray. I'll be glad to add a 4th disc to that. So let's do it. Come on, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker. Jessica Williams has joined the Fantastic Beasts sequel. Idris Elba says he wants a bigger role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He wants to be a superhero. Give Idris something to do, or DC just might as Jon Stewart. Just saying. In some more sad news, comedian Ralphie May has passed away at the age of 45. Very sad. I like Ralphie May a lot. I used to watch Last Comic Standing. That's where he originated from. Then he did a lot of different stand-up specials. Look through Netflix, man. You'll see a bunch of them. Super funny dude. Very sad to hear of him passing away at the age of 45. We have the honest trailer for Blade Runner. We got everything wrong with Blade Runner in 17 minutes or less. This week's everything, plus on top of the Blade Runner, everything wrong with, we also have everything wrong with Scream and God, I'm getting tongue twisted. Everything wrong with Scream 2. And then this week's everything wrong with is the new Mummy with Tom Cruise. We have the first trailer for Crooked House you can check out. The new trailer for Roman J. Israel Esquire, the new Denzel Washington movie. You can check that one out right now. John Malkovich is joining Sandra Bullock in her new film Bird Box, which looks like it's going to be coming to Netflix, actually, as a Netflix original. Ridley Scott's Alien Covenant sequel may focus more on AI than the actual aliens. It seems to be the direction they're going with the robots there. Here. Sorry. I scooted my list back. So, a couple years ago we had that Mortal Instruments movie, and then it bombed, and then Freeform Network was like, we'll do a TV show version of it. They called it Shadowhunters, and it actually has been doing really well, and it keeps getting renewed. Well, Season 3 has just gotten 10 more episodes ordered. That's crazy, man. Like, you always hear sometimes, they're like, oh, we'll add a couple episodes here or there. 10 more for Season 3 of Shadowhunters. So I guess congratulations to the people that watch that show. Jason Blum from Blumhouse has said he's open to rebooting the Paranormal Activity series. No thanks, Mr. Blum. We don't care. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5 is going to be premiering in December. Can't wait for that. Psych the movie has officially been given a premiere date, and John Cena has a cameo confirmed. The highly anticipated holiday movie will air December 7th on the USA Network. Psych the movie. I know a lot of people are super stoked for that one there. Amazon Prime has released the first trailer for Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan TV show starring John Krasinski. The show will debut in 2018. Supposedly Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead have a crossover event in the works. The two shows will finally link up. It's about damn time, man. Let's do this. We could be heroes. We have the new Season 11 trailer for X-Files. Comes out next year. Check that one out there. Odd Mom Out has been canceled by Bravo. I never even knew what that show was. I'm super stoked about this news. Constantine is going to be doing 2 episodes of Legends of Tomorrow this season. Yes, Matt Ryan will reprise his role as John Constantine in a 2-episode arc on Legends of Tomorrow. I always felt, and I know this is just a 2-episode arc, but I've always felt that Constantine should be a part of the Legends. He should be on that ship. He should be a part of this show. Matt Ryan plays Constantine so well. Remember, there was a Constantine TV show a couple years ago on NBC. It got canceled, but it was a really good show. And then he reprised his Constantine in an episode of Arrow a couple years ago, and that was awesome. And now he's coming to Legends, which I think is great. So I'm so glad they're keeping Matt Ryan in mind and that he gets to reprise this great character of Constantine. Even though his show was canceled, he gets to come back and continue to do it over in the CW. But let's make it full time, man. I want him to be a part of the Legends crew. But very happy to see him included. Oh, boy. They started screaming Thor 3, Thor Ragnarok for critics the other day, and everybody's saying it's fantastic. It's incredible. It's so much fun. It's one of the funniest movies in the MCU. It's just great. It's an 80s comic book come to life. I love everything I'm hearing. I cannot wait for November 3rd to check out Thor Ragnarok. It's going to be incredible. So happy. Luc Besson has announced Anna is going to be his next film. It's a new film he's putting together called Anna. It will star Luke Evans and Helen Mirren, and it's his next project that he's jumping into. So even though we were talking about Lucy 2 earlier, even if that's coming, it's going to take a backseat to this new Anna film. Will Arnett and Kristen Bell have joined the voice cast for Teen Titans Go, the movie, which is now officially titled Teen Titans Go to the Movies. They're getting a full-blown movie. I never thought that I was going to see that. Comes out next summer, July 27, 2018. And no word yet on who Will Arnett or Kristen Bell will voice, but they'll be a part of it. And the same voices from the TV show will do the voices in the movie. Will Smith and Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, are set to voice a new animated buddy comedy called Spies in Disguise. I like the sound of this. This is probably something my daughter would really get a kick out of, so let's do it. So DuckTales, woohoo, is Disney XD's #1 animated series in over 2 years. Congratulations. X-Files star Gillian Anderson says that she's likely quitting after next season. She says she's pretty much done with this whole reboot thing, coming back to X-Files. It's time to move on. So, you know, I'm glad that they gave it the right chance. And it's not something that does need to continue, man. You know, 2 seasons is enough. Linda Cardellini is set to lead James Wan's new horror flick called The Children. It'll be produced by James Wan. I do love Linda Cardellini. She's great in everything she does. So I'm super stoked on this news. We have the first trailer for My Friend Dahmer, which looks pretty damn crazy. Let's see here. So John Carpenter, there's some confusion now on this new Halloween movie. We always knew, they were saying before that it takes place after Halloween 2. And we would have Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and then that's when this new movie would take place. But now John Carpenter is actually saying that the new Halloween movie will be a direct sequel to the very first film. So we got to figure out here where exactly this falls on the timeline, because is John Carpenter, you know, making news here, or is he confused? What's the dealio? Because we need to know. Does it take place after the second one, or does it take place after the first one? But glad to see that they're ignoring all the sequels and making it a direct continuation from either #1 or #2. Either way. The new Star Wars poster is out. We have it on Instagram, and it's beautiful. So check that out if you haven't seen yet. Sylvester Stallone has broke the news that he is going to be directing Creed 2. So that's awesome there. You know, I was hoping Ryan Coogler would come back, but he's just so damn busy, he can't do it. So who better to step in to take over the Rocky helm than Rocky himself? Sylvester Stallone directed Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 4, Rocky Balboa. He's done 4 of the films, Rocky Balboa being one of the biggest ones with all the heart, which reminded me a lot of Creed. I think Stallone would kill this, so if Coogler can't do it, it makes sense. It makes sense that Stallone would jump in and do Creed 2. So very happy about that news there. We have over 80 screenshots of the new Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer posted on our Twitter page, so if you really want to break it down, check that out there. Disney Channel has renewed Raven's Home for a second season. I didn't even know the first season started yet, but I'm not that tuned in to the Disney Channel, I guess. Richie Sambora says he won't rule out a reunion with John Bon Jovi for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're going in this year, and he says he would love to play with his former bandmates as they get inducted. So we'll see if Richie Sambora will reunite with Bon Jovi in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Power Rangers director is set to helm a new unexplained phenomenon sci-fi thriller. Okay, cool. Ransom has been renewed for a second season over on CBS. What the fuck is Ransom? I watch so much TV. I know about all these damn shows. What the fuck is Ransom, and where did it come from, and how did it get enough views to get a second season? I'm so confused on this one. So confused on this one. Apple is set to produce the Amazing Stories reboot with Amblin Entertainment, and Brian Fuller is set to showrun the new series. Leah Remini has joined Jennifer Lopez in a new rom-com called Second Act. I love Leah Remini, so that's a great addition there. Mr. Mercedes has been renewed for a second season. Mark Ruffalo says that Thor Ragnarok is set to kick off a new trilogy arc for the Hulk. So I'm guessing Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Infinity War 2? I don't know. So the next 3 movies are for Hulk. We have the official Red Band trailer for Wheelman, which is coming to Netflix later this month with Frank Grillo. The Jack and the Beanstalk film called Gigantic has been killed by Disney, as Disney has canceled this new film from moving forward. So it was called Gigantic. It was where a man befriends an 11-year-old giant girl. It's been canceled, so no more from Disney. The TV show Survivor's Remorse is set to end after its current season, so that has been canceled there. Tyler Perry is set to play Colin Powell in the untitled Dick Cheney biopic film. Taika Waititi says that if he does end up directing Akira, he would adapt the manga rather than the anime. We have the official trailer for Beyond Skyline that you can check out. He also said about directing Akira that he would cast Asian teenagers in it. So he says he wouldn't whitewash it. So I'm sure a lot of people are very happy to hear that. We have the first trailer for Thoroughbreds, starring Anton Yelchin and Anna Taylor-Johnson. Or Anna Taylor-Joy, sorry, not Johnson. And if you hear a toilet flush, that's my daughter. I swear it's not me while I record a show. We put up an article today of what new fall TV shows are hits and what aren't so far. Definitely read that to check it out. I don't want to read it on the air and skew anybody's judgment on checking out any of these shows right now. It's too early to tell. James Gunn saw the premiere of Thor Ragnarok, and he loved it. He says it's the funniest, most colorful Marvel film yet. So very cool, very good stamp of approval from James Gunn himself. Very sad to hear, but Mr. Victor Garber himself is leaving Legends of Tomorrow. Yes, it'll be probably later this season, but he's going back to Broadway, and his schedule just will not permit him to do the Broadway show and be on DC's Legends of Tomorrow. So he will be exiting the TV series. So I'll be curious to see how they do that, since he is the second link to connect with Firestorm and make Firestorm. So how will they replace him? We'll have to wait and see. Stargate Origins is got a new digital series, and it's set to star Ellie Gall as Catherine Langford. Grey's Anatomy spinoff has cast a Medium alum as their new captain. Miguel Sandoval has joined the cast of Grey's Anatomy spinoff. It's going to be a new 10-episode spinoff. Being Mary Jane is set to end in 2018 with a finale movie. We have your first look at Strangers, Pray at Night, coming in March of 2018. It's the sequel to the original Strangers movie. Gal Gadot is in talks to star in a new Justin Kurzel-directed revenge thriller called Ruin. New Mutants director Josh Boone is set to adapt Stephen King's The Talisman. And, yeah, that will do it for our news. So, woo! We made it through. We just did 2 weeks worth of news. Thank you so much for your patience and getting you caught up in everything that's been going on lately, man. So there's been a lot of stuff out there. Out on DVD and Blu-ray what's today? Wednesday? Yesterday. It was Baby Driver, The House, Wish Upon, and The Beguiled. Baby Driver's pretty good. Check it out. I thought The House is better than what people are making it out to be. If you like Will Ferrell movies and Amy Poehler stuff, I think you should check it out. I thought it was pretty damn funny. It was a 3 out of 5, but definitely worth checking out. Don't let the Rotten Tomatoes and people fool you that it's that bad. I hear bad things about Wish Upon, but also check that out because I'm a sucker for cheesy horror movies. In theaters this Friday will be The Foreigner, Happy Death Day, Marshall, Goodbye Christopher Robin, and Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman. I think I'll be checking out The Foreigner. Hopefully I'll be able to also check out Happy Death Day. I do want to see both of those this weekend. And let's talk weekend box office. Coming in number 10 is Battle of the Sexes with 2.4 mil. Number 9 is Flatliners with 3.8. Number 8 is Victoria and Abdul with 4.1. Number 7 is the Lego Ninjago movie with 6.8 mil. Number 6 is American Made with 8.1 million. Number 5 is Kingsman: The Golden Circle with about 8.1 million as well. Number 4 is a debut. It was the My Little Pony movie, making $8.8 million. My daughter saw that one. She really liked it. She wants to go see it again, and I think she's trying to make me take her, and I really don't want to. Yeah, so don't tell her. But yeah, so pretty low debut, man. But I guess, kids aren't into My Little Pony these days as much. Number 3 is It, making another 9.7 million. Number 2 is another debut. It's The Mountain Between Us. That only brought in 10.1 mil. And your number 1 movie, Blade Runner 2049, with 31.5 million. Like we said, that's an ouch, man. 31.5 when it was estimated to make 45 to 60 mil. So even on the low end, 45, it didn't even get close to that. 31 million on a $185 million budget, supposedly. Great movie, though. Go check it out. Don't let the box office sway you. If you see it's certified fresh and Rotten Tomatoes is doing very, very well. That'll do it, my friends. We're a little over an hour long tonight, so thank you. We had a lot to get through, lots of stuff to talk about. I appreciate you. Once again, if you want to check out all the latest movie trailers, go to amiontheair.com, click on that trailers tab, and check it out. Our official webpage is amiontheair.com. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. You can follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. You can follow me directly on Twitter at dxdonmega. And, of course, you can download us on iTunes. You can download, rate, and subscribe, please. I'd really appreciate it. If iTunes ain't your thing, check us out on Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn. We're all over the interwebs. Google Play Music. Check it out. We also have audio versions of the show up on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/amiontheair. Subscribe to us on Instagram. Follow our Instagram feed for all the cool movie posters and everything. Remember, follow me on Stardust. Just search Don Mega. And, of course, our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. Go to reddragonsradio.com. Check out our podcast there. But also check out all the other cool podcasts we got going on over on the Red Dragons Radio Network. You can follow on Twitter at Red Dragons Radio so you always know what's going down when new podcasts drop. That'll do it for us here tonight, once again on this Wednesday, October the 11th. Thank you so much for tuning in, listening, supporting podcast, entertainment, TV, movies. Lots of great stuff out there to watch. Go out and support it. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon.